Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Hey, let's get some points.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. All day, Jim. 56, the Mike, boy, 56, check, 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Mostert. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On the return, Hester. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. 20! Wide open receiver complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Lewis will get the handoff, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
This is Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A well thrown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Elway going for Metcalf on the... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson now. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now remember back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, didn't get it, and you said file that play away for later? I think this is the time to bring that up. And the pressure gets to him again. Reggie White getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jackson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anquan Bolden, 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 2:23 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Elway completes it to Hardman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Big ass, big ass. Match box.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.